you having issues with training, getting hurt, not recovering, stressing a little bit, take on my 7 top tips for injury prevention. Injury prevention tip number 1, warm up all the major muscle groups. Even though we may feel that we rely heavily on our legs and we feel that these are the ones that do all the work, however, there are other muscles in our body that we need to use, so we need to make sure all of them are being used and warmed up and prepared to run as best as possible. Tip number 2, activating the right components in your body will get the right areas within your body working properly and correctly and more efficiently as well. Tip number 3, get them elbows, those fingers rubbing through your body. Massage. I can't stress enough how important a massage is to help get rid of any knots, any tension, get new blood flowing into the body and get rid of old toxins. This is very, very, very important. I'd suggest if you can afford it or if you can get a friend to help you out, massages should be done at least twice a week to help maintain healthy muscle tissue. Tip number 4, eat, rest, hydrate. All 3 of those elements within tip number 4 work together. Before training even starts, you need to hydrate. Why? You don't want to be working in the dehydrates, they do. That's not going to make any part of your training useful or conducive in any way, shape or form. Come on. After training and even during training to a certain degree, you need to make sure you're fueling the right foods. Home cooked foods will be the ideal remedy. Try to avoid junk. I'm a human being. I like to eat the odd bit of junk every now and again, but I only have it once in a blue moon. And the key one in tip number 4 is rest. Can't stress enough how important rest is. Make sure you're getting your numbers of sleep in as often as possible. It's not an easy task for all of us to rest because we have hectic lifestyles, whether we're working all day, training all day, studying all day, so you have to manage your time very, very well. Rest is the most important contributor to competing well or getting injured all the time. If you're training hard and resting insufficiently, then you're going to be spiraling to cause yourself more issues later on down the line. In my opinion, minimum 8 hours. If you say you can't get it in, you've got to get it in, some way, shape or form. If your rest is reduced, then your workload needs to be reduced as well. But there's no point having such a massive output without sufficient recovery. Tip number 5, structure your training. Split your sessions up in a way that allows you to get maximum benefit out of each workout. There's no point doing a hard session on a Monday and a hard session on a Tuesday and a hard session on a Wednesday. Doing back-to-back sessions, hard sessions every day, it may look good to others how tough you are, but in the long term, you're going to be draining your battery sufficiently. If your battery capacity, this is the bottom end of the battery, this is the top end of the battery. If your battery has a duration of a week, you need to make sure that battery's drainage is going down incrementally. If you've suddenly drained your battery by Tuesday, you're going to be in deficit come Thursday. The further down you deplete your battery or your energy levels or your reserve, that's when injuries occur. Now what I tend to do, if there's 3 or 4 key sessions that I want to achieve in a week, I split it over 10 days. Because I now know I'm able to have a higher level of workload, which results in more recovery time for me. This is an example. You may do speed endurance on Monday, core work on Tuesday, rest Wednesday. You may do a block session on Thursday, core work on Friday, rest Saturday. You may do another speed endurance on Sunday, and your session can roll over like that. Tip number 6. Do you know who Peter Parker is? I think he's freaking awesome. However, he has an instinct that I use in my everyday life now. His is called spider sense. We as humans call it our instincts. When your spider sense, the instincts is buzzing and it's telling you to stop or slow down or do it a different way, you need to listen. I refer to that as listening to your body or listening to your spider sense. It's all well and good trying to be a hero and banging out loads of runs or lifting mass amounts of weight, and in your mind there's a warning signal going bing, 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 bing. You're hurting me. That's your body telling you to stop. When you're driving your car and that yellow petrol light comes on, that's a warning to say I'm running low on reserves, I'm running low on fuel, you need to stop and fill me up. That is your body telling the same signal. You need to chill out. You're doing too much for me. Listen to your instincts. Tip number 7. 5, 6, 7. Tip number 7. Do drills that complement you, that you understand. Whenever you are doing them, do them very, very well. Take your time, Try not to rush it. Drill in a way that will complement when you actually go and train. Perform drills in a way that will complement when you go and compete. Make sense? I hope it does. Thanks for watching my 7 top tips on injury prevention. I'll see you next week for training.